Hey, and welcome back to another episode of ColdIron here on Dork Tales. This is our Wild West homebrew campaign set in our homebrew world of Elos on the continent of Drace, also known as the Cauldron. This game follows this this cadre of ne'er-do-wells that are presently nicknamed the Iron Maidens because it's a ColdIron game, and we are finally all together again and heading into our second arc, the Badlands arc. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all happy? Y'all healthy?
I don't think we've officially found our party name. We just have saved that aside from people calling us that, but we have not officially been designated it. Right? I know. That's one of the things I have it written down in my book to save for when we finally become a party and make a name, because that is the best name ever.
The only name that's better than that is probably Death Wish for Vecna. And that name's too ironic because you all just want to die. All right, so folks, hello, I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. Are you seeing him? And we're going to be starting in just a minute. We're starting a little later tonight because people work. And I am happy to be here with you tonight. Back in the hat and back in the saddle as we make it to the town of Burden. But you know what? I didn't ride the rails alone. I rode them with my friends. Let's go ahead and meet them right now, starting with Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Zoe, the Warforged, Paladin, Oath of the Peacemaker of the group, who just took her Paladin vows last game.
And her vows.
Her vows.
All right. So next to you, we have someone who's not too mean, but
Paladin Oaths, I guess. Sorry. Whatever. It's a vow.
It's a vow. And you know who we shall not avow? It's Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Trixxi Blastemoff, our goblin gadgetsmith inventor, which is a worked artificer class, who is just I totally attuned to the ColdIron, and it's totally not gonna have a bad effect on me ever, and the trauma was real from those freaky spiders.
Yeah, two of you actually missed that last game. But you know who, I guess one of the people who missed that game is Christine. Hey Christine, welcome back.
Hello, I am Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I play Belle St. Clair, our Tabaxi warlock. Yeah. I've forgotten the name of my pact.
Pact of the Unnamed.
Unnamed.
Yeah, you forgot the name of the Unnamed.
Say unknown, but I'm like, that's not right.
No, that's a different pact.
Well, I am back. I'm not 100% better because I have lingering symptoms, even though I'm now negative for COVID, but I'm still coughing.
A curf. Next to you, your COVID buddy, it's Amy.
I hate that, but you're not wrong. And I'm also dealing with lingering symptoms and coughing up lungs periodically. But again, also testing negative. But yeah, I'm Amy. Pronouns are she, her, or they, them. And I am playing Carrion Slaughterhouse, the fiendish orcling ranger who we've decided is going to be some sort of Pact of the Drake Warden instead of Gunslinger. So, see how that goes.
I'm pretty excited for it. Beautiful, and also beautiful. It's Kat.
Hi, everyone. Look at me go. Hi, everyone. My name is Katrina.
That's your new thing now.
Hi, everyone. Yes, it is. That was a mistake. I didn't even mean for that to happen. But hey, everyone. My name is Katrina. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I am playing Taliina'a, who also uses she, her pronouns. And she is our Seraphim Aberrant Mind sorcerer of the group, who definitely doesn't like messing with people's brains. Of course, why would she like to do that? She's never done that once.
Kat, if you want to have a complete character overhaul at some point and come back as a Scion, let me know.
Okay, sounds good. I was also thinking of multi-class Scion.
I don't think... What's your intelligence score?
Oh, it's only 13.
I guess you could just barely do it.
I think you can. No, I think as a wizard at 13 you can, but then all your spell modifiers are going to be very low because
very, very low.
You got to get smart.
I'd have to do all of my my ASIs into intelligence.
You'd have to go to school.
I'd have to go to school, and she did not. She went to school for something else.
Accounting?
School.
Ah, yes. Oh, you went to performing arts. All right, fair. Me too. I got my bachelor of fuck all. And you know what else I have? An amazing sponsor in Bookwyrm Games. Boom! You didn't see that coming. Welcome to this channel where we are hopeless shills for our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. They are dice proprietors that are nice proprietors. They are wonderful, wonderful people, and we like rolling their dice because they're really affordable and really good dice. If you want to go get some, go to bookwyrmgames.com, use code DorkTales to save 15%, that's 15, and you can go and hang out and learn about the kobolds. Vlad the Impaler is in the chat right now. That is Michael, the head of Bookwyrm Games, and what a fancy head it is. Michael, wonderful seeing you at Odafest and hanging out with you and planning future projects that I can't talk about on the air. I'm very excited to do that and to see you at Kelowna Comic-Con in about 4 weeks, and hanging out with you then as well, and doing a bunch of panels and stuff. Quick reminder, everybody who goes to Kelowna Comic-Con in Kelowna, British Columbia on the 28th and 29th of June, if you use code DorkTales, you will save 15% at the booth. So be sure to tell them, like, hey, DorkTales sent me, and they will hook you up. Also, a couple of really cool things that I need to let everybody know about is that if you go to Kelowna Comic-Con's website and you sign up using code DorkTales10, you'll save 10%. We're guests. We're doing a live show and 2 panels. But I have something else to show you. One sec. Whoa. So, I did a thing that I probably shouldn't have, which is, wow, this is a big box. What? This is a large box, right? What's in this box? Oh, it's Robin. It is many Robins. As well as many Farahs. As well as so many Dorktales stickers that I can't even. I also have some Garleons in there, and Christine has a bunch of Christines. But if you go to the con, you'll get some stickers. We'll give them out. Or we'll sell them from the Bookwyrm booth. I don't know. We'll see. I got to talk to Bookwyrm about that.
Is that our baby name? Is Bork?
The dog was whining at me, so I was like Borkwyrm.
Borkwyrms.
Borkwyrms. So yeah, that is
Dorkworms.
Dorkworms. The Dork Wardens. So thank you to Bookwyrm Games for being our sponsor. Come hang out with us at Kelowna Comic-Con and other cool things that you should know about. The final game of Keys from the Golden Vault is going to be airing on Monday night. You should come and watch that live. If you are watching this game live, come back on Monday night at 7 p.m. to see Masterpiece Imbroglio as I take the wonderful cast of characters that has been collected through a bit of musical mayhem. It's going to be a lot of fun. Besides that, a couple of things that happened between games. You're like, hey, Kelly, where is ColdIron been? Well, first off, we went to a con. Then everybody got COVID. And then before that, something else happened. What else has happened? I got hit by a boat 2 days ago. That was fun.
I had laryngitis.
Yeah, you had laryngitis.
How did you get hit by a boat?
I was on the ferry, and a guy tried to get off the ferry and hit me with his boat trailer. My new car that I.
He hit the car?
There are photos in our team chat, dude.
I didn't see them.
Oh God!
There's scrapes the length of the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
'cause
problem.
the guy
through the next wheel well.
boat was like 2 feet into Kelly's lane on the ferry.
Oh yeah, like the yellow line's here, and his wheel's over here.
Yeah. It was his first day getting the boat trailer too. Like he just got the insurance that morning, and then he already hit somebody. And the thing is, I'm glad that we all have ICBC. Like we all have provincial insurance. It's gonna be wild. It's not my fault, so I don't have to pay it at least.
Make sure you go to a good shop.
We'll talk. But folks, I know, right? It's wild. We have some things to do that involve Dungeons and Dragons, so we should probably get into that right now. Thank you for your patience. A couple of things about last episode. Last episode, you all had just boarded the train to take you to Burden. the town to the north of the entrance city of Prospect. In Burden, you will find you'll find it to be the gateway to the rest of the cauldron and the next step in your progression out into the world and to go find that missing person that you were hired to find by the legate of the Amresian Empire. On the train, Belle sat by the front door, well, the boxcar side door, looking out over the expanse, while Carrion took a much-deserved nap after enjoying a bit of bubbly that Taliina'a had stolen from a crate inside of that boxcar. And while that happened, the rest of you nodded off, only to find that you were awakening in a shared dream. Inside of that dream, you encountered a number of horrific events from your past, fought your way through them, and then emerged, finding out that you had been bitten by a fey spider known as a sandman that feeds off of dream energy. You were awakened, largely by Carrion, who whacked one of you in the side of the... Was it Tally? Oh, it was Trixxi. Whacked Trixxi for 1 hit point of damage and went, sorry, it was a spider. Or however your voice sounds. I can't do it, but you can. That is where we ended game, with you guys heading into Burden. Any questions? Perfect. All right. So, without further ado, I think it's time for us to head into ColdIron here on Dork Tales. A quick reminder, though, Trixxi inside of the dream, the Sandman spider managed to absorb several levels of exhaustion from you. So I believe you're 2 levels of exhaustion, or is it 3?
So I gained 3, but did the rest go down to 2 when we woke up? Because I thought the other 2 had 1 as well, but then the long rest brought it to down 1.
We'll go with 2. We'll go with 2 at the start of game because it has been a little bit of time.
Yeah.
We are also using the 10-point exhaustion system rather than the 6-point. So it's not like you're going to die. Okay. So we're going to be using the modified exhaustion rules. So you just are a -6 on your rolls until you rest that off, or a -4 off your rolls. So it's not disadvantage, it's not half speed. It is just -2, -2. So -2 per level of exhaustion. Does that work for you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So you just subtract the level of exhaustion times 2 from all of your rolls until you rest. It is a much more sensible version of exhaustion, because saying that, I don't know, I've been like 4 levels of exhaustion deep thanks to grad school. I don't think I was on death's door. I think I had a couple more years in me, but that's what we're going to be going with, and that's where we're going to start today. After the impact on the side of Trixxi's neck and discovering the corpse of that fey spider, itself a bright red and blue number, about the size of a badminton birdie. A quick investigation around revealed that it had a nest inside of the crate of champagne, as well as a funnel web with a number of eggs perched inside. Would you have left that? Would you have kept going?
Zoe would not want to like crush the eggs or anything like that. Is that what we're thinking? She'd more want to maybe like, I don't know, we could like dump it off the side and let them fend for themselves, but just not actively like crush it.
Okay.
Unless someone wanted to keep them for whatever reason.
God, I hope not.
I mean, Tally's the kind of person who totally would, because that's entirely up her alley. But she doesn't have anything to carry it in, unfortunately for her.
All right. So in that case, you can just simply put the lid back on the crate of champagne and leave it to go.
Sure.
The rest of the ride takes about 40 minutes. Do you talk about anything? The vibrations are slowly lulling you back to sleep, but a bit of conversation might keep you awake. The idea of sleeping is probably not the most comfortable thing right now. As you're looking outside, you can see the verdant landscape begin to turn, well, as I said last time, the area immediately around the train is quite green. Unfortunately, the sliding door to the boxcar faces to the east. If you were opening the door to the west... Sorry, I'm very sleepy. You would be able to see the man-made wild canal that fed water down into Prospect. But beyond a few hundred feet, the greenery begins to become sparse, and you can see it turn into steppland, rolling gray and brown, full of scraggy brush, other things that you definitely wouldn't want to run barefoot through. Do you just wait it out? It's about 9 or 10 in the morning at this point. It's starting to become quite hot inside of the train car, even with the door open, pressing wind into you.
Yeah, if we're maybe in a different area, like we're going along, Zoe will go back out and continue sketching her updated map of the landmarks and everything.
Sounds good. The time passes. So, go ahead.
I think Carrion's at some point going to be like, so what did you all dream of?
Past memories.
Or not, never.
Things, she'll poke her head back in. Things that were important to us or dreams we had. Like goals.
Huh.
Forgotten memories.
They were very fragmented. Everything was all fragmented, like a dream.
That does sound like a dream. I think Carrion's honestly just looking like she's kind of bored and like twiddling her thumbs. Probably like clicking something like it's gonna drive somebody else aggro like nuts.
What are Belle and Tally doing?
Tally probably will just kind of slowly lull back to sleep. She's slept in more uncomfortable situations and she's tired as hell. So she's probably is just going to sit on her big beanbag chair and just kind of zonk for a little bit longer, truth be told.
Sounds good. And is Belle doing anything at all?
I think probably either just checking over her stuff or kind of like looking around, make sure there's no more spider things coming out.
It doesn't appear that there are. And so the rest of the 40 minutes passes by in a sleepy daze. The heat has become sweltering by the time you can start to smell something else on the breeze. More than just the dusty plains around you, you can smell fire, smoke. And then, after a moment of worry, the scent of smoked meat, of cooking, the smell of cow pies, horse stables. and the unmistakable scent of mostly Sarn stables. You can smell rushing water, and before you know it, you are plunging upward onto a large, thick stone bridge that overtakes the Mercury Run River. An immense river spanning almost 100 feet. You cross it, and then the train line begins to slow. Around you can see a settlement, mostly wood, scrub, and a bit of adobe, running along the river, several houses deep, going north to south, along the east-west expanse of the river. The closer you are to the river, the nicer the house it is. And you can see that there are quite a few main thoroughfares of well-trod, dusty streets stretching along that route. The houses progress as far as you can see, off into the distance, where they start to become more intermittent. Farms begin to spring up. And all of the green space around Mercury's Run becomes a place of farmland, a place of growth, a place of change, a place blessed by the planted god. And with that, the train will come rolling to a stop. You can hear people begin to start to unload and work around the sides of this train. What do you do?
Tally's gonna stretch and hop out, and once she's out of her car, out of the car, she's gonna stretch her wings and tail out.
All right, you just hopping out? Anybody else?
I think Belle's gonna gather her things and try and peek and then slide out sneakily and not be observed of her unofficial, unpaid-for ride.
Sounds good to me. Make me a stealth check.
I've been so busy picking new spells that I haven't undone my dice yet.
And Tally's just hopping out, right?
She's just hopping out.
Trixxi's gonna very groggily and very heavy-limbed try to sneak out.
All
Carrion's
right.
also trying to stealth.
Okay.
Zoe's probably gonna end up kind of towards Talia and kind of end up falling kind of out, and then
Okay.
try to
That'll be
like catch herself.
25 for Belle's stealth.
All right. Belle's gonna have no problem
18.
stealthing out, and neither will Carrion. Trixxi, what do you got?
With -4, that's gonna be a 6.
A 6? All right. You are going to kind of stumble out. Zoe, did you make a roll, or are you just assuming that you kind of stumble out?
No, I'm assuming I kind of stumble out.
Sounds
I'm
good.
a little clunky.
As
in
you
my
make it
heavy
down to
armor.
the street, make it down to the edge next to these train cars, you are going to hear a voice call out, "Hey! What are you all doing over there?" A man with dusty skin and bright blue eyes is going to round the corner. He's holding a baton in one hand and is dressed in a rather dusty black uniform that denotes that he works for the railroad line. He's a human, and you can see that he's probably about maybe 30 years old. Has a long handlebar mustache. "Hey, what are y'all doing? You can't be back here."
We're just out for a wander. We'll leave. It's okay.
Make me a persuasion roll.
You got it.
Oh, nice.
Who has
How does a
weapons
22?
visible? One sec. Who has weapons visible?
You cross her back, for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
Always.
Make that with disadvantage.
Trixie's gonna faint and collapse because she's
Alright.
fucking tired.
Make me a deception roll.
That's gonna be a 14 plus 7 is
Ha!
dirty 20.
It's a 21, actually.
Oh, it's a 21!
Ha! Take that. Your 22 became a 21. All right. Trixxi, make me a deception roll.
I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, I can make a deception roll, but she's fucking exhausted. I think she's just collapsing. She's like a third of her speed and is tired, so I think she's. But yeah, I can roll deception. Okay, that's a 10 minus 1 is a 9.
I'll let you roll with advantage from the exhaustion. Let's have it be useful.
It's a 9.
All right. So you are going to collapse, and he is going to take a look at this and say, "What? Oh, what's going on here?"
Tally's going to open a telepathic link to him. And she's gonna drain speak him in his voice.
Ooh.
To try and convince himself that we aren't worth the trouble of dealing with it. So he just hears his inner monologue.
Be like, what the hell was that? Fun story, Kat. Do you know that only about 50% of the population actually has an inner monologue?
Right?
And if you don't, this is a very perverse thing. What the? Who said that? Who said that?
What are you talking about? We didn't hear anything.
What? Y'all need to get out of here and take your gobbo friend.
We're leaving. We're leaving. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Trixxi. Oh dear. Oh dear. She's gonna scoop Trixxi up and carry her along.
I need to take my meds.
The voice inside of his head is just gonna say, "Don't take your meds."
Take any meds. I'll show them. They're laughing at me. Are you laughing at me?
Unless we created a BBEG.
Nobody's We're leaving.
That's right, because I'm the guy with the stick. He waves his stick.
We don't want to be
menacingly.
on the end of the stick. We're gone. And Tally's gonna like make a show of like nudging
right.
people along.
Nobody
Well,
messes
she's
with Kane
just-
McCain.
Oh my god. Zoe will make a show of trotting along behind while still carrying Trixxi.
Trixxi, you find yourself swept up in big, strong arms. As you start to flutter your eyes back to some very warm metal and mus cord. What is this? Is pressing into your body as you are making your way away from the train yard. And as you round the corner, you are going to see that Burden stretches out in front of you. Now, Burden is the truth of the cauldron. It's built at the first crossroads of the wildlands. It took you about 5 hours to reach it. It's a few days' ride north from Prospect. Now, originally this was a mining town, and it looks like a fairly comfortable one. The main street that you quickly find yourself on as you push through an alley is made of tall wooden buildings with strong, well-built false fronts. But behind them, the buildings are pretty sturdy as well. Most of the ones along Main Street are at least 2, if not 3 stories tall. Now, the core is built alongside the length of that expansive river, with a number of buildings leaning out over it, so that they can drop their waste into it or draw fresh water out of it, depending on where along the side they are. Now, the bulk of agriculture and raw goods trading comes through here, and that is absolutely in the air. As you step out on the main street, you can see that there are stockades, there are livestock auctions nearby, as well as you see a lot of people panhandling, a lot of people holding up signs that say they will work for food. You're going to see that there are a couple of other things wandering down the street at this point that are going to catch you off guard. As you look around, you can see that there are a number of city buildings. There is even a stone second bank of Drace nearby. And as you are looking around, you are going to hear the sound of whirring machinery. And who is standing on the edge of the street corner? Like kind of in this
Probably
alleyway.
Carrion.
Probably Carrion. Carrion, you are going to see a large thing. Oh God, how to describe this? It vaguely resembles a mechanical chicken. If you had to place it before. You have not seen a suit of Magitech armor before, but it vaguely looks like it's a pair of large squat legs that bend at the knee backwards like a chicken's into these huge claw-like feet, and then up into a pod where you can see there is a human dressed in Amresian armor straddling it, almost like a motorcycle, and is crunching down the street about 15 feet tall. As he is patrolling, a small child, about 8 years old, is in the middle of playing a ball game with some friends, kicking around an old Sarn leather ball, and is going to step in this thing's way carelessly. Would you like to do anything about that?
Probably try and save the child.
All right, go ahead and make me a dex save.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try that. Oh boy. 9.
9. Okay. I'll give you an option. You can take it or the kid can take it.
I'll take it.
All right,
I'm not
that
gonna
sounds...
let a kid get hurt.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, you're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as this leg comes down, and you are going to get knocked down on the side of the road. It's going to come down on top of that Sarn leather ball with a loud pop as it just displaces all the air inside, destroying it. The soldier on top of the Magitech is going to turn around, look at you, and say, "Hey, be careful where you're going, citizen. You all right?"
I've been better, but it's... I'll live. At least I got the kid out of the way.
Civvies. And is going to continue walking down the street on patrol.
Yeah, sure. Fuck off. Not like you didn't almost step on a child. Jesus.
Make a perception roll. Were you just kind of
I mean,
saying
she's
that?
mumbling that quietly.
Saying that? Okay.
Yeah, she was mumbling that.
All right. The stretch of the main street lays out before you. There must be probably about 50 people on the street here, doing various business. What are you all wanting to do?
Cleric. Can we find a cleric, please?
Oh. Oh, yes, knowing the location of a cleric might be useful as well. Just in general knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do that, I can find us an inn.
And I also want to find out where to claim my Sarn.
But if there's multiple inns, how will we know which one to go to?
It'll be the nicest one.
Can we afford the nicest one?
I was gonna say, I don't think we have any cash or coin on us, but
I'm pretty good at figuring my way into that. Don't worry about that.
Admittedly, I'm going to worry at least a little bit.
I'm a little worried, not gonna lie.
All right. So who's going first? Are you separating? Gonna split the party right away, or what's the plan?
Carrion's going wherever Trixxi and Zoe seem to be heading, which sounds like a cleric. Which, considering I just took 8 points of damage, yes.
Your arm is hanging kind of loose in its socket as you're kind of holding it up. The kid's gonna look up at you and say, "Hey,
What?
my ball got broken because of you."
No, it got broken because it got stepped on because you were playing in the road like an idiot.
Yeah,
Listen, if you want her to break your balls, we can certainly do that for you. But maybe don't play out in the street.
Don't
Wow,
threaten
your
the
boobs are
kid.
huge and weird.
Man, the fucking child.
Give it like 5 years, kid. You're gonna regret saying that.
He's gonna run back into the street.
Yeah, I did my part.
I hope that thing steps on him now.
Oh, that's not very nice
Don't
to
say
say.
that.
But here,
I'm tired and grumpy. That freaking spider.
Wait, hold on. Hey, kid,
Yeah? What?
where's the temple? Because you see, my arm got dislocated because of you.
Yeah, she saved your life.
Over by the river down there.
Much
Don't you know
appreciated.
anything? And he's gonna run.
When
Can you
No,
insight
yeah.
check
Not
to see how much he's actually fucking with them or not?
You gonna make a insight check?
Yet. 15.
He's being very vague, but he's being honest.
Okay.
What's the temple for? Whose sign are we gonna look for?
My God, look for the feather.
I'll take it.
All right.
Good luck, though. And with that, he's going to vanish into the crowd. I will say, Belle, with that, he is telling the truth, but there is something that he's not saying.
Well, that seems fucking ominous.
just a little bit. But for minor breaks and sprains, I can help you. She's gonna tap Carrion's shoulder and lay on hands for 8 points.
I'm wondering
thank
if the
you.
temple is actually staffed. He was honest about where it is.
Or perhaps they charge a lot of fees.
But
I mean,
certainly
we can
wasn't
just-
saying everything.
I mean, it's like when we brought Tally back from the dead. We can just work off and do a chore for services, maybe.
This is true, and getting in their good books may be a good idea.
Yeah.
Right, well then, to the temple. That general way.
Onwards. Trixie's gonna like point from Zoe's arms. I'm kind of enjoying.
Yes. Me too.
You walk down the street, and as you do, you're going to pass a number of things. There's a barber shop, there's an undertaker shop, stockyards right in the center of town. There's even a theater car, like a big carriage that has one of those fold-out stages built into it. It's closed right now. It's a little too warm to do a full theater show with the amount of clothing that you'd have to wear for that, but you can tell that they're going to be gearing up for something. You see that as you're making your way down, on one side of town, down on the down along the west branch of the Mercury's Run, back behind you even, you can see that there is quite a large break in the housing that has a bunch of trees at it. This is actually quite nice. And as you're making your way down, you will find yourself just past a little store called Sugar and Spikes General Store, as well as the Marshal's Law House, which has a symbol of law out in front of it, a pair of scales over a star. And there is a small temple. It's open air. The central roof has been removed. Once upon a time, it might have been another temple to another god, but now it's a largely freestanding structure with parts of the roof removed to allow open air. There are no doors to it, so that you can come and go easily. It's not terribly large, about 20 feet by 20 feet, with a feather symbol outside. Anybody who makes a religion check, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if I can make a religion check because Robin knows, but I don't.
Let's do it. DC 13.
Oh boy, I have to roll a 14, 15.
Did you not do it, Zoe? Oh no.
Nope, I have negative to int actually.
You do have determination.
So it's okay.
Okay.
I'm good walking in here being thinking the best.
All right, sounds good. All right, so as you walk in the front door, the place is full of a sense of serenity, a sense of open air, and a sense of, you can feel the breeze on your back. You can feel a lightness as you step into the room. It feels like you could go anywhere. And in truth, you can, because there's nobody here.
Oh.
The altar is completely bereft. The pews, the stools that have been pulled out for parishioners to sit in are bereft. Nobody's here. And does anybody have a passive perception of 16 or higher?
Nope.
Okay. Perfect. Then in that case, looking around, there is absolutely no one here.
Hello? We are in need of services?
We are requesting aid. Oh.
As you call that out behind you, you're going to hear a voice say, "You looking for somebody inside of that temple? You're going to be waiting a long time." An old decrepit orcish man will look in your direction, wearing a big, decrepit straw hat. "You're looking for Barrett. He's over at the Grasshopper. If I had to bet on it."
What's the Grasshopper?
It's over
I
there.
guess it's a bar?
Yeah, it's a saloon. It's the best saloon inside of Burden.
What is Barrett?
A priest of Kazan. He's the priest here. I'd say just go down to the Church of the Charred Lord, but, well, they're all, well...
We're looking for someone to put some healing, some services.
Yeah, it's probably Barrett at the moment because everybody else has gone up north to Fort Lankea. Training accidents.
No.
Who is Barrett?
Darn.
What race is he for looking for? Is what I meant by what is Barrett.
You're looking for well, he's a human fella. He's got a big bushy beard, like he ain't shaved in about a month, and he's got a scar over his lower lip.
Wow. Thank you. That's very helpful.
I try to be. Y'all have fun, you hear? Are you
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Well, I was just say, what's your name there, sir?
My name's Grok.
Well, thank you, Grok.
Ain't no problem. You fillies moving to town? Oh, there's quite a few bachelors who are looking for your kind around here.
I think we're mostly just passing through.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Hard to find good women around here. Well, y'all take care. You change your mind. I got a nephew who could do you good.
That's very kind of you, but I think we're okay for now.
All right, 'cause I noticed 2 years green.
I'm a goblin, not an orc.
Or you can make a hobgoblin.
Oh dear.
I'm
Or a
not. I'm not in the. I'm not down for having children right now. So if you want a good night and want to pay, that's a different story. You can come talk to me later.
No, you ain't my type. No offense. You ain't got quite enough green for me. Besides, I'm a little past that.
Sorry.
I like 'em fat. I'm big. But I'm old. And it don't work. He whacks himself with the stick a couple times.
Well, I have magic for
no,
that, but
well, no wonder you turned to that line of work. You dumb. And he's gonna start walking off.
well, I thought when he meant much more green, I thought you meant color, and I'm like, I'm as green as they get.
I meant an expanse of green. He waves over his shoulder and wanders off. Big tracks of green.
See, if he said that, I would understand. But more green, you're not green enough. Like what? I am plenty green. I am full goblin.
You are very green, my friend. You are very green. She's gonna like pat on the head like a child. The greenest. Right. Shall we find Barrett?
Yeah, that would be great. We should grin and bear it.
All right.
Oh.
So, just to double confirm, is Taliina'a with them, or did Taliina'a wander off on her own?
She wandered off on her own.
Okay, and Belle is with the rest of the party, or did Belle wander off to mind Taliina'a?
Oh.
Or wander off on her own?
I think Belle is kind of still being a bit sneaky and just kind of wandering along behind them. She's got to keep an eye on Zoe.
Okay.
Zoe's a little too trusting in most places, and she kind of feels like she's going to get into trouble if she's not careful. So
Probably
Belle kind of
good.
has to keep an eye on her.
All right, that sounds
Probably
good. All right, well, I'm going to cut over to see what Taliina'a is up to. So, Taliina'a, you make
Yes.
your way around town, and after asking around a couple times, I'll say that you don't have to make a roll for this because you have a good way with people. You'll
I
find
do.
that there are only a couple of places that you can sleep for the night. There is a small bar that you can find. Honestly, by the time the sentence "you can sleep in the storeroom at a local bar" comes out, you don't even remember the name of the bar because you've checked out. Okay, but the second they say, "Well, I mean, there is the Hobnob." It's a little expensive, but it's real nice.
A little expensive? How expensive are we talking?
I think it's probably hold on. I never remember inn prices. Let's
I
double
know,
check.
right?
There we go. Tavern prices for dungeon masters only.
Ooh,
Mm,
fancy.
Just give me it's just a forum
The
poster.
storeroom. She's checked out.
She's just gone. She's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. There we go. Well, as far as I know, the woman that you're speaking to on the corner, I mean, they do have rooms that go for as little as a single gold a night, but they have ones that go up to 4, as far as I understand, 4 or 5, if you really want the expensive ones. But it's a nice enough place. Real fancy, actually. Used to be a mansion. You can almost see the weather vanes from... Actually, you can. You see that weather vane over there?
Yeah, I do.
That's it right there. It used to be a mansion.
Okay. Do they have like an attached tavern or anything, or a saloon at all?
No.
Or
If
is
you're
it
looking
just
for...
in?
It's just a hotel, but I mean, I'm sure they have a hotel bar or some type of lounge in there. I gotta be honest, I've never been in there. It seems a bit expensive for my blood. I'm just a farmer. But if you were looking for a place to stay, I've you know, the Sangairs are real nice folk. I've met them a couple times at the Grasshopper when they've gone out. Honestly, just watch yourself. I've heard stories, Miss. You're really pretty, and Drevin Sangair, he's quite a ladies' man. He definitely likes to have his. Yeah, as far as I understand, he likes to have his way with some of the women that are heading through town. So just don't get your heart broken, all right? Don't give up anything that you aren't comfortable giving up.
Fantastic. Sounds like a place for me. So that was the Hobnob you said?
Hobnob, yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, come on, Sweetland. And she'll gather up her kid and start heading back toward the farm with the supplies that she'd picked up in her wagon.
Tally's gonna head to this hotel.
Now, okay, so you're going to head down. It is along the eastern bank of the canal heading south. Now, once upon a time, this was probably the crown jewel of Burden. At least it was meant to be. Looking in front of you, this is a nightmare of strange and unusual architecture. Do you know anything about Winchester House? In real life?
No.
Okay, so Winchester, the rifle, the man who Mr. Winchester and his wife built an estate, and he wanted to build her the finest establishment possible. I'm going to butcher this legend a bit, but basically they just they built a huge house, and then he died. And after his death, she kept building and building and building onto it, to the point where I forget the exact reason. I believe it was making room for the children, the ghosts of children that they'd had, and things like that.
Sarah was motivated to build a home with such odd features because the medium told her that the ghosts of those killed by the Winchester rifle would haunt her until the day she died, unless she went out west to build a house with room for all of them.
Yo.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. So it is, I was inspired by that for this. Now, once upon a time, this was likely going to be, this sprawling mansion was probably a governor's residence, or it was about to be. Now, it is you can see that parts of it are completely enclosed with canvas tarps. And there are places where it has not been finished to this day. However, the unfinished building on one side is absolutely immaculate. It has a gorgeous false front that covers the majority of that. That seems incredibly comforting and welcoming. It's made of dark wood, at least the false front is. And on the inside, as you head up the well-maintained, well-carpented front steps, you can see that the inside of the place has all manner of ornate woodwork that calls back to some of the oldest elven woodworking traditions, imported woods from all over Elos. This is absolutely lovely. And as you heading in?
Yep, she's gonna head in.
The inside is dark, lit with candles that drip pale wax down onto the candelabras and onto the sconces that they find themselves in. And as you head inside, you can see that there is a small front desk off to the right-hand side. It's almost like a concession counter, right? It has its recessed back end. It's just a counter that juts out into the floor that a back room allows access to. And as you enter, you can see that there is a little brass bell waiting there. The fixtures inside of here seem to absorb almost all of the light. In fact, the windows are drawn very tightly even though it is midday, and it's doing a good job of keeping most of the heat out. In fact, it's surprisingly comfortable inside of here.
She's gonna ring the little bell.
Just a moment. A smooth, velvety voice will echo out. A moment later, a man with long, cascading black hair pulled into a small tail at the nape of his neck will round the corner. He's wearing tight, dark pants and a lace-up shirt that he is slowly tying together as if he just woke up from a nap. His skin is kind of a deep chocolate color, but it doesn't look like he gets out terribly much.
She's gonna be propped up against the table, kind of like button boobs out a little bit, just waiting for him to come in.
Sounds good. He rounds the corner and takes a look at you. Hello, how can I help you?
I'm looking for a room, actually.
We have a plethora of rooms here.
I'm probably looking for a couple rooms. But what do you have for something nice that a single lady might like to relax in at the end of a long day?
And who is the single lady?
That would be me. I'm just passing through, and I was told that you were the best place in town.
Well, that is very true, but don't lie to me, lady. A woman like you would be anything but single.
Oh, many have tried. None have succeeded yet.
Are you coming from the south?
We are, yeah.
The men of
Yeah,
Prospect.
it's actually,
they are
yeah,
a spineless breed.
You can say that again. It's actually me and a few other women too.
Really?
Yeah.
You will find no place that will be safer and more comfortable than the Hobnob. I guarantee it. I'm Drevin. I'm one of the proprietors. My sister and I manage this place.
Amazing. So, what do you have? What's your price range?
Well, I mean, it is the off-season right now, so I could probably make a bit of a deal depending on how many rooms you'd like. We do need to keep our maids paid, and we don't just pay them to sit around, although there is a lot of dusting in a place of this size. I think that it depends on how nice you would like. For a woman of your quality, I would say that probably one of our aristocrat suites. Normally, they would go for a rate of 3 gold pieces per night, but how many nights would you like to stay with us?
Maybe 2?
I'll tell you what. How many rooms would you like? And how many beds per room? 1 for yourself, of course. And how many?
Yeah, there's gonna be 4 others, so probably 2 rooms with 2 beds apiece.
And then yours.
And then mine, of course. Yes.
Let's see. And would you like theirs to be the same quality as yours?
No.
Yes. So for yours, normally it would be 6 gold pieces. I would be happy to provide it to you for 5. Besides that, for your friends, there would be normally 2, but for 2 nights, that would be 8. Oh, my sister will kill me if I do this, but let us do the entire thing instead of for 14, for 12, for 2 nights.
12 for 2 nights? She's gonna kind of flick her tail a little bit, just over her head a little bit, and be like, is there any way we could do it for 10?
10?
For 10. Is there anything you might
Oh.
need? I'm a rather good performer.
A performer? What kind of performance do you do?
Well, I specialize in dance. Mostly
Do you do burlesque?
exotic dance.
Oh.
I can do any kind of dance that you want. I'm a professional.
I tell you what. 2 nights. We'll do it for 10. And tomorrow night, after you've had some time to rest and prepare a number, we will tell the town that you are doing a burlesque show here. See if you can get your friends involved as well. Are they as ravishing as you? Ah, well. Are they...
They're pretty.
Are they talented? Do you think you could get them going as well?
Might be able to talk something up, but you can have me for sure.
Oh, of course, of course. But a jewel like you shines best when placed into base metal.
True. True. I'll see what I can do.
Please do. I would love to see a little idol performance. It's been very long.
Well, we might be able to arrange something.
Please, just sign here. He pulls out a large ledger book, sets it on the counter, turns it. Sign here, and your friends' names as well.
She is going to, yeah, she's going to sign, and then, yeah, she'll sign, then she'll write the rest of them as well.
Excellent. So, what I will do for you is I will have 1 aristocrat room for you, and I will have vassal suites for your friends.
Sounds good.
If they ask. Unfortunately, we are in the middle of remodeling much of the old hotel still. When my family took this place over, it was quite the ramshackle. But the bones were good. The flesh needs a bit of repurposing. So unfortunately, for a room with 2 beds, that is what we have.
I'm sure they'll be just fine.
On the plus side, 2 of the rooms are together.
Perfect.
Let me see which ones. Let's see. He will go and start sorting through keys. All right, Tally. It's Tally's room. Okay, that is the next room. And the next room. So, Tally, your room is actually away from everybody else's.
Oh, good.
All right, here are your keys. He hands you some thick brass keys. The room numbers are stamped on the key, and should you require any help with your luggage, come back to the desk. Either myself or Valenthea will be able to help you. We also have a number of porters that work in the later hours of the day, but right now it's a bit hot for that.
Yeah, it is pretty warm out there.
Well, don't worry though. If you come by, I am on the first shift, and I don't mind getting a bit hot under the collar.
Well, would you be able to show me to my room?
Of course. Please, follow me. Do you have any luggage that I can help with?
I actually don't.
You're going to like
I
this.
traveled light.
Your room actually has a claw-footed tub. Very, very nice. It even has an in-room tap. It once upon a time
Amazing.
was the room for the master of the house's mistress.
Fitting.
Perhaps. Ralloran Wild was a very strange man. He built this house thinking that he would be not only the governor of the cauldron, but that Burden would be the central hub of government. I think he bet poorly.
I think so.
But he made a nice house. Please, follow me.
And she will.
Can you do me a favor? He takes you up to your room, and as you are going, I want you to make me an int check.
Okay.
Actually, make it an int save if you are proficient in intelligence.
And if I'm not proficient, just to check?
Just to check.
Perfect. That's going to be a 17.
A 17? The hallways are maze-like here. It is a labyrinth. It is the most confusing hotel you've ever been in. You do a good job. You figure out how to get to the front desk again after this and out, but like there are switchback hallways. There are places where you have to go down and then upstairs immediately again. This place is like a child's scribble.
Weird.
But after a fashion, you find yourself in a plush room with a large 4-poster bed, beautiful furniture, a chaise lounge, and a view of the Wild Canal.
Sounds lovely.
It is quite lovely. Enjoy your rest. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
I got you to write it down, but I don't think I ever heard your name out of your beautiful lips.
You can just call me Tally.
I will not just call you Tally. There's magic in that name. It's nothing just about it.
True.
Tally, welcome to the Hobnob. I hope you sleep well.
Thank you so much.
I will be expecting you in the lounge later.
Absolutely.
Goodbye. And he will shut the door behind him and leave you in your fancy, fancy bedroom.
Fantastic. She
All right.
might have herself a quick bath.
Sounds good. You are quite dusty. And with that, we are going to cut back into the saloon. As y'all push through the front doors, and if, in fact, those are the double-sided doors, we enter into the Grasshopper Saloon. It's wide, wooden, sized for about 100 patrons, although right now there are maybe about 15 in the entire establishment. There are a couple of dwarven bartenders that are rushing around, trying to make sure that everybody of those 15 are either well drank or are about to get thrown out of here. However, there are a couple of people monitoring this place. Now, this Western Saloon has a large stage at the front of it. You can see that there are a number of signs and old playbills posted along the walls advertising everything from traveling minstrels to exotic dancers coming through. As well, you can see something that kind of catches you off guard, and that is at the, well, at least for Trixxi, there is a goblin man sitting at the bar, just slowly like polishing the counter while he's doing shots out of a bottle of whiskey. And behind the counter is a tall, very fancily dressed with a frilled red shirt and a bright cobalt blue vest, Kenku, Birdman. As you enter...
Does this place look like it has like 2 levels? Like, is it a saloon inn?
It does look like it has it's a saloon with some upstairs rooms. Yeah, you can see that in the middle of the room there's a spiral staircase that goes up around one of the support pillars up to a small second story that only takes up about a third of the upper portion of this. There's a piano player over in the corner, kind of cranking away, a human girl of about 18 or 19. With long red pigtails. And glancing around, you'll see that sitting kind of at the back of the room near the fireplace that is unlit is a man in dirty, ill-repaired clerical vestments, including a silver feather holding a cloak on. It must be damn hot in that thing. What do you do?
Zoe, I see him. Oh, we should buy him a drink. I should buy him a drink.
Okay. Zoe's gonna
Trixxi's
start
gonna-
going when she points, and then whoop, turn towards the bar.
I like how Trixie's still just like riding on Zoe. It's
I
great.
love this.
She's gonna be like, go to the bar and go, excuse me, bartender?
Hello, how can I help you? The bartender, Kenku says in a voice that doesn't sound like it matches.
Do you know what he drinks? She's gonna point to Barrett.
Whiskey! A small
Can I
feminine
get-
voice will say.
Could I get a good 3 fingers of it?
3 fingers? Coming right up! Yeah. So, where are you from, partner?
Prospect?
Well, that's a place to be from.
It certainly is. Where are you from?
You'll hear the sound of a cork pop come out of his mouth. From around here.
Oh.
Don't mind him. The goblin is going to say.
Oh, hi.
Cork Pop, he's been raised here most of his life before he took over as head bartender. Welcome.
It's
I
his
would
name?
imagine.
Pop, or is that you have to make the sound? Because I can't make that sound.
Oh.
He makes the popping sound. The Kenku makes the popping sound again, and the goblin shrugs. Look, it's easier to say Cork. But
All right.
he picked that name, and that sound is his name.
That's a very interesting. Nice to meet you, Cork.
He passes you a bottle of whiskey.
Sure. I'm Trixxi, thanks. And you are Mr. Goblin Fellow.
Trizzled.
Trizzled.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Which clan you from? No.
I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not
I
really.
see,
Not
now
from,
that's
I'm
the
not originally
problem.
from here.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. Nobody's got. He is a little soused at this point. His green eyes, his green skin is slightly jaundiced looking, and his eyes are flecked with red veins. That's the problem. Goblins, they don't respect heritage anymore. He starts spouting off in Goblin. The youth, they just don't care anymore. They just don't care. Nobody has a sense of history. He starts saying in Goblin.
I mean, I
Should we
was
go over?
raised in Emery's. I was grown up with my my master. So
Master?
What,
like you're some type of property?
I was, yeah.
That's bullshit.
I know.
Look at me, kid. You have to fight. And you have to make others bleed for what you deserve.
I do every day, Trizzle.
Good.
I'm gonna take this whiskey over to that cleric because I am very, very tired.
The youth these days, He's gonna take a sip while the bartender keeps an eye on him.
Nice to meet you, Cork Pop.
See you later. Nice kid. I think you've had enough. I'll tell you when I've had enough. I pay your salary. We're more of a co-op now. Do you guys head over to the cleric?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Carrion's gonna go over to
Yeah.
where Trixxi is anyway.
Now, if
Zoe
this
was
is the-
looking a little more tense with Trixxi in her arms, and a little more tense as that goblin was getting a little more frustrated sounding. She had no idea what he was saying. But she's like, maybe we should just, okay. Maybe we should, okay. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Gentle
let's go.
pat on Zoe's shoulder.
I appreciate you.
Now, if this is Barrett, he's a decent-looking human man. Honestly, he probably was handsome before. He's got deep-set eyes that are ringed with exhaustion and drink, and he hasn't shaved in about a month. Besides that, he used to have black hair that's gone almost silver at the tips. Pretty much just huge swaths of silver hanging down into his face. If I had to say his haircut, it's definitely like a 2000 Zac Efron haircut. He just hasn't cut it, and it's kind of hanging down in his face limply, like a skater boy. Even though he's probably 40, 50. Kind of hard to tell given how disheveled he is. He's sitting there, slowly sipping at the glass of whiskey.
Who's gonna talk to him? Trixxi?
Peace off.
Yes. Sorry, I was just mentioning in our private chat that how dare Kelly mention Zac Efron, because now I'm just immediately attracted to him, no matter what. Just Zac Efron, cool. If you mention Zac Efron, I'm done. Sold.
You know what? I'm kind of picturing a slightly shaggier version of Devil May Cry 5 Dante.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right?
You know what? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I had in my head. Oh yeah, basically, yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
Heavy eyes.
Barrett?
Yeah, who's asking?
I'm Trixxi.
I'm sure you are. Look, the seat's taken. Okay, I'm gonna be sitting here as long as I have this bottle.
Good thing I brought a new one for you.
He perks up at that. Alright, I'm listening. What, are you the owner's cousin or something? You're better looking than he is.
That's the owner?
He's one of the owners.
Oh. Oh, so when he said I pay his salary, he was actually I thought he was just being a dick.
Nah, Cork owns half the bar too. He's just being a dick.
Okay. But I meant I thought he was just being the entitled customer. Oh, I pay your salary because I'm using your services kind of thing.
Yeah, kinda.
I guess. But anyways, I know you're probably off duty because you went down at the temple, but
Yeah.
I got bit by a face spider and I'm very tired. And I was wondering if you could help me out or know someone who could that's not on duty or something. Someone else from your temple?
Yeah, I can... Sure. You got 100 gold?
No.
Well, I
Do
don't
you
know.
need anything
A
done?
lesser restoration. Do I need anything done? A lesser restoration spell ain't cheap. I gotta call down the mightists of the gods down into my hands and
I
put
know,
it into your
but
flesh.
I appreciate it. I'm just saying I don't have 100 gold, but if there's anything, you know, I could just offer to, anything you need? Want? Desire?
What do I desire?
Mm-hmm.
Who fucked up your arm? Or is your arm pretty much healed, Carrion? I guess you got lay on hands, so it's mostly...
I got laid on
Mostly
hands,
good?
yeah, so she's
Okay.
good.
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah. It was 8 points, and 8 points were healed, so.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
cool. So, we're rolling that.
I thought you were talking about her arm, and I was like, wow! Wow!
Hold on, let me roll a charisma check. Let me roll a charisma check and see. Nope, we're going with that. Fucked up your arm.
I mean, it's not fucked up anymore, but I lost in a terrible explosion.
Ah, good. I figured
Rebuilt
you
it
weren't
myself.
like... Figured your dad wasn't a warforged or something.
No. I'm pretty sure both my parents are goblins. I am a pure goblin.
What an odd thing to say.
I think he's a little bit drunk.
Hmm.
Alright, tell you what.
You know that's not how it works, sir.
You guys aren't
One of
related?
your parents is a warforged. Well, no.
No.
Oh, you have the same eyes. Alright. Fine. You want me to heal you. I want to be entertained. I'm bored.
Okay. What do you like?
Sit down. One of you against me. If you can make it through that bottle of whiskey, I'll heal you. Shot for shot. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
And not the Warforged. That's
Which one of
cheating.
us?
Oh, I would never dream of such a thing. And take away someone else's...
You say
pleasure?
that, but I've met
Mm-mm.
Warforged before, alright? I've known too many Warforged to believe that.
Hmm.
What are you, some type of
Well,
goody
I'm not
two
gonna-
shoes? You're just
No, I wouldn't say
you're just
that.
built different? Right, built
We're all
different.
built
It's-
differently.
Huh.
It's what makes
Alright.
us unique. Even though most people can't see past our exteriors to figure that out.
That's the
I
truth.
know you're all unique. God. Like I
Well,
said, I've known plenty of you. So what are we doing?
So I could potentially try.
Usually I'm pretty good at drinking, but I'm feeling this exhaustion's kind of the fire spider's just thrown everything.
Fine, then we can play a game of dice. If you're gonna be wimps about it.
No, I'm saying like if anyone else here, I would offer myself because it's my healing, but I'm feeling I'm not feeling very well.
Yeah, I can.
Well, he
I
said
can
I
give it
was
a
out.
try. So it's me, or is Belle here? Carrion's like looking around, going like, "Wait a second, who else was
Is Belle
part of
like
this? 'Cause we know
crawling
Tally
around on
left."
the underside of the next floor, being like dun 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 dun? Just suddenly you see a cat go across the ceiling.
Oh, there's Belle.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just drops
Who gave her
down
the
in
coke?
front.
So she's found catnip outside and she's just going nuts.
Yeah.
So, I guess one of the two of us, maybe? Or just
Sounds
me.
good.
I guess I can do it. I'll give it a try. Sure.
Great. All right,
I
here's the
believe in you,
deal.
Carrion.
Was that thing real? He points down at the gun on your hip, Carrion.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Why?
Because I'm a connoisseur. Okay, let me see your gun.
I just got this recently, so don't do anything funny with it. And she'll carefully.
Oh, yeah, this'll do. Cool. He slams it down on the table. All right. You drinking with me? All right. Here's the deal. You win. I heal your friend. I win. You take that gun and you put it right here and you pull the trigger until I stop asking you to, okay?
On
Are
you?
going to bring me back after?
I'm not sure you'd be able
Oh,
Or
to.
not
are you,
on
wait,
you.
holding on to
Maybe
your,
after
me,
that.
or you?
Hey, suicide's a sin, lady.
Oh,
Wait, do you
shit.
want to die?
Eh,
Why
I'm
do
out
you
of
wanna die?
adventures.
I think you might need some very serious counseling.
I
Yeah.
do
But
believe
sure, why
so.
not? Let's do this. And I'll try not to fuck up. Because I don't really want you to die, even though I just met you.
Belle will
Yeah,
slide
no,
up and let it. I mean, if she fucks up, I can finish it for you.
Finally. All right.
Terrifying.
I have a lot of
I
concerns
believe in
about
you.
this.
And
Right,
then
it's not like
Zoe's
their
gonna
life is
clap,
on the
clap
line.
on her shoulder. And I want to cast Bless.
Ha.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to clap both her and Belle on the shoulder because I can do it to up to 3 people.
Nice.
And you know what? You too, Trixxi, for some reason your name almost slipped my mind. All of y'all are going to get blessed.
Oh, nice.
Blessed.
Bless.
But it's only up to a minute. And it's only if they're saving
Okay.
throws. But
Gotta go quick.
All right, drink.
you're like,
Then let the games begin. And with that, you pop open the bottle of whiskey and begin pouring your shots, which I think we are going to have to determine how that goes when we get back from this break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Why did you bark? I just went back on. Why'd you bark? Okay, anyway. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where I'm going to briefly talk to the chat, and apparently the dog will as well. So, hi, everybody. The dog didn't like that I was doing a kung fu stance, I think. But, hey, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we talk to the chat very briefly because we got some game to do. How you guys doing? Welcome back to ColdIron. You guys are in Burden, and there's like so many plots, and it's very what's the term I'm thinking of? Sandbox. I'm very sleepy, but there's a lot of cool stuff here. I hope you go have some fun in it. How's everybody doing? Y'all having a good night?
Yeah, Tally's so
Happy to be back.
good at making inn reservations.
She made the reservation. So, I mean, and got rooms for everyone. So,
She did not forget anybody,
mhm.
which
This is
I'm
true.
almost a little surprised about, but she didn't forget anybody. Everybody
Oh, did you
has a
subtract?
bed.
Did you subtract that 10 gold?
I did.
All right, good, 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 good,
I did, like a good little player.
good, good, good girl.
Hmm.
Good girl. Good girl. There we go. Yes. That vaguely Eastern European voice. I picture this dude looking exactly like what's his name from Princess and the Frog.
The voodoo guy?
No, the prince. What's his name? Prince? Was it Rahid? Prince
Naveen. Prince Naveen.
Prince Naveen. Played by Bruno Campos. Who looks... he's alright looking. Prince Naveen. Yeah, I kind of picture him looking like Prince Naveen. Not like Keith David. That'd be pretty good too. Thanks for the sub. Ham Pamwich. That's a cool
I
name.
mean, as long as he can think that he's taking advantage of Tally, and has the upper hand in the conversation, then that's fine.
We shall see what happens next. Ground. You can really dance. All right. All right. So, if we have nothing else, I think it's time for us to head back in and do a drinking game to ColdIron here on Dork Tales. The bottle of whiskey pops open, and one by one, he begins to fill a pair of shot glasses. To your adventure, he says, raising it to eye level with Carrion. All right, Carrion, first off, let's do this. What's your con score?
My score is 16.
Okay, so that means what we're going to do is, for ease of operations, you are going to go drink for drink with him. The first drink, not a problem. The second drink, not a problem. The first 3 drinks are not going to cause you a problem at all. However, every drink after the third is going to start having a higher difficulty. So we're only going to start rolling after that because I'm going to assume that you can handle 3 shots of whiskey. Once you hit that 4th, though, you're starting to get into danger territory, and I need you to make me a con save DC 10.
Okay, and I have bless on me.
You do have bless, so that's an extra
that
D4.
was- Just, I don't know how long that'll last for, depending how quickly we're
It lasts
going.
for a minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yep, correct.
if we did 3 shots and then...
So I'll say that it's going to last for, we'll say, your next 2 rolls. So this and the next one.
Okay.
All right. He downs his whiskey and groans. So where are you all from?
I'm from Taliina'a.
Never been. Seems like a good place.
It's
Hey.
nice.
I like nice. I wish I would have seen more of it. All right.
Still can.
I don't think there is much nice out there, to be honest. I think it just, it appears nice when you ain't seen it through real eyes. Bottoms up. He drinks the 4th one. Or pardon me, the 5th shot. And fills yours. Give it to me again.
Yes.
DC 12.
Okay. So those 2, so first 3 were fine. Then 4th and 5th, I got 22, then 24.
Perfect, you're fine.
And now I'm rolling without the...
Okay. Without? All
bless.
right, so this is going to be number 6. That's going to be DC 14. Ooh, that's close. 21 for me.
That's a 19 for me.
So if you're from Taliina'a and you're from, what did I hear before? You talking to the guy at the bar from Memories? What about you? Yeah. Well, no, you said Taliina'a. You, Rust Bucket.
That's a little rude.
Like I said, I've known enough of Warforged in my life to know...
Oh,
what-
Warforged, you were talking to me?
Yeah, you.
Her name is Zoe, by the way.
Huh.
I don't think I introduced myself.
You didn't, so I had
I
to
don't
come
do
up with
the
a fun
introduction, no.
euphemism. Bottoms up. He slams another one back and looks at you with contempt. DC 16, Carrion.
I use... hold on, let me see. Nope, my proficiency bonus wouldn't help me even if I spent my determination. That is a 12. I think she probably didn't swallow it properly and is probably coughing.
Okay. So, you're going to start coughing and gagging. Oh, I had such high hopes for you. You are going to gain the poisoned condition.
Oof. Okay.
Disadvantage on your next roll. You gotta
Okay.
finish it. Come on. Come on. We're so close to the end here.
Is it still DC 16?
It's DC 16 because you didn't finish the last one.
Okay. God damn it. One of them was a 20. Shit. Okay.
You could spend
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, yeah.
Let me just see this. Okay, hold on. Let me just check.
Oh,
I'm spending my determination is what I'm going to do.
sounds good. The chat has
To
redeemed
bring
something.
that to 17.
Okay, perfect. And so I will say that as you down that, I'm going to spend the something good happens that was just bought for you to say that you're going to clear the poison condition as you swallow that. You're going to find your footing and recover after this roll. All right, lucky number 7. Miss Carrion, it's been nice knowing you. DC 18.
Oh no.
And
You have
you just had
determination back?
determination.
Oh, it's been bought back?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Nat 20. Okay.
You
Okay.
look eye to eye with
Scared
him.
me.
He takes a swig of the alcohol and starts sputtering.
And I had such high hopes for you.
He looks at the bottle. Last one. Let's pour heavy on this one. Make me this roll with advantage because of your nat 20.
Okay. Okay. DC 18?
DC 18.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. No, I can't get up to it. I rolled a 4 and a 7.
Okay, a 4 and a 7.
Yeah,
What?
so the highest ends up being 10.
Being 10. All right. Both of you are going to gag and retch as you down your 8th shot. No. No,
I don't think that one counted.
I don't think it counted either.
But that
One
means I
more.
won.
No, it means we got one
Is
more.
there any left in the bottle?
Oh, I brought my own bottle.
Hey,
We'll
that
finish.
doesn't count.
Oh, look. Bippity boppity boo, and he'll pour the rest of his bottle into the other one with a shaky hand. It's gonna spill all over the counter. The table is drenched. I think there's enough in there for one more. Come on. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's roll with disadvantage. Carrion.
Oh god, both of us.
Yep. And here's the deal for this last one. Tell me what you get with disadvantage.
Okay. Well, the disadvantage is really bad. That one's a 3, so with plus the 6.
Total of 6?
Yep.
Total of 6.
Oh my fucking god.
I rolled a 3 as well. And he has a +3 on his
All
save.
right, I still need you to heal me, so I think let's just call it a draw. And you'll heal me, and then we can kill you if you really want.
Well, this isn't fair.
Admittedly,
This isn't fair then. All right?
why not?
You didn't beat me.
And you didn't beat me.
All right, well then let's leave it to chance. I tell you what, I'll give you 1 out of what is that, a 6 shooter?
I think so.
Let's do it. Let's do it the easy way. Put one bullet in, spin it, and pull the trigger.
No, because you
But
didn't say you
if-
wouldn't
if-
heal me. We just had to do the gun. Heal me first.
Because if your luck is really shitty, then that means she doesn't get.
You didn't say not
Technically.
getting healed was part of the deal. You said.
Technically, if I die, then her luck is shitty.
Hey, don't put your own shit on other people.
Yeah.
Do you know who this is? He taps the feather.
No.
No, not really.
The god of adventure, of luck.
Then. So. This doesn't seem like much of an adventure.
No.
This seems like you've given up on adventuring.
Yeah, we talked about like going to dining. And you're like, nah, I don't want to do that. That does not seem very adventurous at all. So you're wanting to end it because what, you're bored? Go somewhere else.
No, there's nowhere else. I lay my burden down. All right. Fine. Hey, you. Zoe. You got any more of that juice in you?
Healing?
I saw you do magic. What are you, a cleric? Your own? No,
Oh.
you would have taken care of this. You're a paladin?
You're correct.
Here. You got any juice in you to heal my drunk? My drink? Can you sober me up?
I could, yes, actually.
Alright, sober me up and I'll heal your friend.
Alright, I can do that. I'll use 5 points of lay on hands to neutralize the poison.
Carrion, you are still very drunk. Alright, fine. Blessing
Look,
be.
I think you.
What?
I just think that you've got so much more to live for, and this seems like such a sad. It would be so sad if you took the easy way out. You know?
There is nothing easy about it, okay? I ain't got anything
Well, this
left.
if I have to do the work. Well, just sorry. I'm just. I'm a little sloshed.
Thank you, Carrion, for taking the shots for me.
Yeah, you know, just taking one for the team or something. I guess.
By the blessing of the wandering feather, by the Lord of freedom and chance, I remove your burdens from you. Go with freedom. He places a hand on top of your shoulder, Trixxi, and you're going to feel your exhaustion fade from you.
Thank you.
Just a level or?
Nope, all of it.
Oh.
See, that was a really nice thing to do. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm a nice guy, what can I say? If you want to be a nice guy too, you could buy me another bottle of whiskey and I could get my buzz back.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, I can do that too, and I'd be happy to drink with you.
Look here, Trixxi, take this, and Carrion's gonna shove to like, kind of very awkwardly and not dexterously at all, fish out her coin purse and is gonna shove a couple gold at you.
Oh.
No, just take this. Yeah, here. No, just like she's like saying, like fully takes the hand and like places it in. Be like, yeah, you, yeah.
All right, Trixxi will go to the, go back up to the, she will be like, Zoe, I'm technically not very tired, but I'm kind of enjoying being in the arms. Do you want to go back to the bar? Or I can get down and walk, but I'm kind of
Oh,
like...
no, I'll carry you. Let's
Yes.
go.
I love Carrion in a drunk girl bathroom energy so much.
Yeah,
So
this is
once
the
they wander off.
listen, you're so great. Like you should leave him. Like you deserve so much better kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Belle will hop up on a stool, lean over and be like, so, is it the whole arm and a leg to get out thing?
Yeah, I guess there's that. Oh no, I actually got in for free. Diplomatic immunity for being a priest.
Lovely.
Yeah, here on a mission. Me and
It's not successfully, I'm guessing?
can I get an insight roll from everybody at the table still? Carrion
Totally.
and Belle. Carrion, you'll
But
roll with
Very
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Okay, where's my favorite die for this? I need the chaos die. There it is.
Five.
18.
Yeah, he has the weight of, he starts to say something. And he catches himself, but you are gonna catch it. He's gonna say, yeah, well, I came out here on a mission. I guess I did it. Set up a church. Did what I had to do. Now there's nothing else left.
Why haven't you gone home?
He pauses
Like
for
if
a
you
minute.
can just leave.
Belle, with that insight roll, you look into his eyes and he flicks them back toward the church. And as you are looking at him, you are going to see that the little temple was very sparse. But can I get you to make me a retroactive roll, Belle? As you're thinking back, can you make me a perception roll?
This is 19.
19. When you were hanging around looking behind your friends, you did notice that there was a single marker placed outside. You didn't really go into the temple with them, but where you were hanging out outside, next to it, in what around most temples would be like a graveyard or like a sitting area or something like that, there was a single placard laying next to the church for someone named Zaris Eth, priest, adventurer, brother. It comes back to you as you see him flick his eyes back. No, I've got my own stuff weighing me down. I got responsibilities that, yeah.
I understand.
You too, huh?
Well, it's not exactly here for shits and giggles, you know. Not exactly the place I would have preferred to go, considering I grew up in a forest.
Well, there are woods here. There's the East Woods and the West Woods. The east ones are pretty, as far as I understand.
I don't generally walk into a trap if I can avoid it. The whole... Oh, yes. 5,000 gold or whatever the number they come up with to leave. I
Yeah,
don't
they
like
really
being
want workers
constrained.
here, huh? It's about that time that Zoe and Trixxi can start making their way back with a bottle. So what are you folks looking for?
So at the bar,
Hmm.
Trixxi would have inquired about rooms if there was anything upstairs.
Cork Pop will tell you that they can do some rooms. Usually the storerooms upstairs are available for rent. They're not particularly comfortable, bedrolls and things like that, but they can do you for a silver a night per person. Comes with oatmeal.
But isn't Tally getting us a room? That's where she ran off to.
Yeah, but she also might forget that we exist, or she might get very expensive rooms. Last time she went off on her own, she almost got like seduced and transformed by her boss. So I'm
This is true.
like, I would like to have a backup just in case.
Her focus does need work.
And the fact that she wandered off when all the rest of us stayed together is a little like, girl.
And yet,
Well, she has priorities.
as you say that, at this point, the front doors are going to go chook, 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 and speak of the devil-tailed. The silhouette of Tally is going to be in the front doors.
Hi.
Oh, there she is. Maybe we'll meet
Yeah.
in the room here.
Absolutely. Fancy meeting you here.
Did you know they had rooms? Is this why you came?
I knew they had rooms, but no, I came looking for you and a drink.
She's much cleaner
Well, you
than
found
she was
both.
a bit ago.
She's gonna pull out two brass keys. Here you go. I got 2 rooms with 2 beds apiece for ya.
Oh, thank you.
So whoever wants them can have them.
I noticed you said 2 beds with two rooms with 2 beds apiece. You found your own room, I'm guessing?
I did, yes.
How expensive are these rooms?
You don't need to worry about it.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you.
She's gonna toss a key to Zoe and toss a key to Trixxi.
Oh, thank you.
Only thing is the hotel's hallways are fucking weird. It's like a maze in there. The original owner, weird. But they're nice rooms.
Is there a map?
No, but the proprietors are more than happy to show us where they are. Yeah, I was
That sounds
asking around a
convenient.
couple places, and someone got about halfway through the sentence of the storeroom is available for rent at the bar, and I just checked out of that conversation and went to the next one. I don't want to stay in a storeroom. It's a nice hotel.
Well, we won't be staying for long.
Well, I got us for 2 nights to start because I didn't know how long we'd be here, and I have a show booked for tomorrow night.
Already? You work fast.
Well, absolutely. I'm good at what I do.
All right. Well, I guess we're over there. I'm feeling much less tired. The cleric we're drinking with they healed me up, so we're back to drinking again. So
Little tit for tat. I gave him some sobering up, and he gave her some energy.
It's true. I feel
Sounds
so
like a
And
deal to
now-
me.
Back to drinking.
Is that
Yeah.
Tally over
Mm.
there? Tally! Karen's like flailing from her
Oh my
seat.
Tally's gonna come on over and be like, "Hi, how are you?"
I'm really good.
Yeah, you look like you're doing really good.
And I didn't even have to shoot anyone this time. That's great.
Amazing. Well, did you need something more to drink?
got some libations.
Oh.
How about you do a shot with me?
I think I need to do some water. I've had like
We can do a bit of water too.
8 shots.
So you were saying, Miss Bell. What brings y'all out here anyway?
So, there's a few things.
We're
Overall,
looking
though,
for a missing person mainly. Like that's our kind of major priority.
Yeah, good luck
well,
with that.
I mean, that's on the side, but you heard of the Man in Black?
Yeah.
Oh. We came to the right spot then.
All black outfit. Metal face. Yeah, I know him. I don't know, I don't know what you want with him, but I don't think it's a good idea. Look, I'm sure you're pretty capable, but this ain't the type of thing that you should probably be aiming for. The fucker's dangerous.
I know.
What do you want to
Look.
hunt him down for?
These may only lead into what killed my entire family and all extensions to it. So, I would like to try and catch up with him.
You're gonna need to head north then. I know the Man in Black. I know of him at least. He runs a little group of bandits out of the north. Around Dead Man's Tusk or Stark Springs. Kind of between there. My brother and I were up there doing some mission work. He and his troops, his scumsuckers attacked the settlement we were at. We tried to talk it out peacefully. Zaris did. Let's just say he doesn't like to talk.
Who's Eris?
The brother.
My brother.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm looking for my
Suppose we
brother
have something
too.
in common.
And my sister.
Well, I don't plan to.
I mean, we're
stop.
hunting him too. We also were hired by a Carrion to go find that missing girl too. North
what-
as well.
Yes, it's on the way.
Well, if you head north, it's gonna be odds are, whatever he's up to, if you got missing people, he's into trafficking, slavery, all sorts of stuff. You look for a
Oh,
missing
shit.
person, you'll find him. Probably under him. He goes by a different name up there. He and his crew. He doesn't go by the Man in Black. I mean, that's just a look. Name's Death's Head.
Death's head?
Yeah.
Like the head of death?
Yeah, like the head of death.
That's a stupid name.
Well, I didn't name him.
Then who
I tell-
did? He didn't pick it himself?
Wow, that is like really, you can tell. Again, I mean, if Man in Black is certainly right. That is definitely like a very manly, stereotypical kind of.
Sort of edgelordy.
Yeah, a
well,
little bit.
He's the one with
thought
what
it
his
was like-
mask looks like a grinning skull, right?
I don't know. He just was like far away in the explosion. I didn't really see him.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I did. He's got these eyes that glow in the dark. This mask that looks like a skull.
Oh, he sure is not a warforged?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hmm.
Either way, you'll find him if you head north. He's up in the Badlands there. Easy pickings for people like him. You really going after him?
Yep.
And if we catch up with him, I'm not intending to talk.
It's probably a good idea.
I think I'd rather just put a bullet through his head at 200 feet.
He might know something about where my siblings went, though.
Well, it doesn't sound like he's going to talk to anybody.
Oh.
So we can probably rifle his things afterwards. Oh, wait. You're a cleric. Can you speak
Hmm.
with dead?
All the time.
So we kill him, drag his body back, and then we can question him.
Yeah, you only get a
Safest
few
option
questions
possible.
out of it. But yeah, sure. It
Yeah,
sounds
so they have
great.
to, I don't think you can force them to talk though.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Speak with dead? Powerful spell. You get 5 questions.
Yeah, but they don't have to answer truthfully.
Well, that's why you
Okay.
drop a zone of truth first.
It seems unethical.
I don't think it matters if they're already dead and they're
It
killing
doesn't matter
people.
if they're already a bastard. He owes me. He owes you too.
Sad.
Nods a bell.
I greatly appreciate you, Zoe. And I will do my best to honor your sensibilities. When it's not going to inconvenience me.
And I don't. So you.
Mm.
This feels awkward. But cleric person, you seem to see people around or notice things.
Yeah.
Have you seen a like tiefling with like red skin and like horns like this, like gesturing dramatically, and like this tall, like this much taller than me, with like really, really, really long black hair?
Cleric?
No. I think she's a warlock now. But if you've seen one with like more brown skin and he's like even like these tall, that one's a cleric.
Yeah, I've seen that one. He was,
Really?
yeah. I was pretty drunk at the time. I told him to fuck off. Told him that if he needed, he wanted to check in with local clerics in the area to ask about something. Something about the mines or something. I told him to fuck off and go check in with the Church of the Charred Lord. I was busy.
Church of the Charred Lord.
Yeah, it's the only other real church in Burden. Unless you go to the mayor, I guess he's kind of a cultist of the planted god, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry, but I did see him a couple months ago. Brown-skinned tiefling. Hold on while he makes an int check. It's a real stupid name. Matrimony. Rancid.
Regicide?
That's right, the King Killer.
Reggie.
That sounds actually
Okay,
like
so
a pretty
he
dope name. Not a stupid name.
Oh,
That's had the stupid
We
name.
usually just call them Reggie.
Regicide's kind of badass.
Yeah, we've all got names like that. If you do see a oh my god, don't know if I'll be back. But if you do see a redskin tiefling, that's my sister. That's Heresy. Her name is Heresy. Or Hera.
Your family can pick them.
Yeah, and I'm the middle child. I'm Carrion.
Of course you are. All right.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. If you're going to head north, you need to figure out a way to do it. The way I see it, there's two ways for you to head across the Badlands. One, well, you could go on foot. You could go on Sarnback, I guess. Or if you got money, you could probably hire one of the conductors to take you in one of their armored wagons.
Sarns? Where would we find some Sarns?
Yeah, she has a rip for a Sonic.
There's a couple of ranches in town. What are they?
I think it's Karen's gonna pull out the writ and try and pull it up.
Oh yeah, the Deeds Ranch. Yeah, there's the Deeds Ranch. It's kind of northwest of here, and on the opposite side of it is the Riddingham Ranch. Those guys don't like each other. They're competitors, but just head northwest. You'll be able to get it in no time. It's over by the orange groves.
So, since there's ones that use armored wagons to go across the Badlands, I'm guessing it's not particularly safe on foot.
I mean,
Not
there's
really.
screw fruits to deal with.
Oh,
They get under the wagons.
Scroots are the worst.
I know. I helped Broly fix his car. Cart.
Look, if you don't have money and you want to do it safe, there's you could try doing some jobs around here to get some gold.
Any much need for a gun?
I mean, probably. Check at the Ravens do. They got a guild hall here. Yeah, bounty hunters. Hired killers, things like that. If you're into that kind of thing. Besides that, if you want to do some game hunting, there's a Dragoon chapter house. You might be able to do some internship with them. Unless you're already a member. Regardless, I'd say you go hit up Sugar and Spikes to get some supplies. They probably know more than I do. It's a general store, kind of in the middle of town, right next to the stockyards.
Yeah, we passed out on the way in.
Yeah. It's a weird place, but good food.
Is there anywhere that you think that people would have need for Mechanical work being done. Magical tinkering and such.
I check with the Conductors Guild. Honestly, like, besides that, I'd hit up some of the factories and processing plants around here. You never know. A lot of them bought into, like, Edagon patents. Back in the day, those things were always breaking down.
Oh my god, I've worked...
Who?
Trash. Absolute trash.
Edagon the Wise. That old adventure,
Edagon the
dude.
Gamma, what we called him.
Oh. You guys are actually heading up there, though? Here. It's gonna do you more good than me. He's gonna reach under his scarves and vestments and is going to unclasp something around his neck. Pulling it out, it's a small heart-shaped gem at the end of a long chain, held by a pair of clasping hands, almost like an inverted colada. He sets it on the table. This saved my life. When I met him last time. Maybe it'll save yours. Zaris would have been alive if he'd been wearing this. And he'll slide it across the desk to you, across the table to you. It is a periaptive wound closure.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
worries.
it.
You know, kind of lost my stomach for drink right now. I should probably open service again in case people are there. You need any potions or anything on your way out of town, I'll give you a good rate, okay?
Sounds good. Belle's gonna slip him a couple gold coins. For the temple. And keep an ear out. Each time I've heard about word of him, somebody seems to die.
Well,
Unfortunately, it's never him.
well, I never get what I want, so don't worry about me. He'll knock the table twice as he stands up. And we'll head out, leaving you all there at the bar to grab a drink or what you will.
Carrion's ordering the greasiest food she can get at the bar.
Oh boy, the greasiest food. So there is bacon fat fried breaded oysters that are served with tequila and Tabasco.
Maybe not the tequila. But
Okay,
she's
then-
basically trying to get her drunk person food while she's absolutely trashed.
Well, then basically what I need
And
you to
drinking
picture
wine.
is, I need you to picture like bacon grease and butter in a boat of bacon with a fried oyster in the middle.
Yeah, she's probably going for that. Let's be
Honestly,
real.
I could go for that right now. The oysters are dropped off at the table by a dwarven serving maid with long brown hair, bright blue eyes, and a buxom push-up corset. She's got just a little bit of a swarthy beard clinging to her cheeks.
This is great.
Anything
Thank
else
you.
for you?
Can you get me some like really, really fried like taters? Just slice them up and just fry the crap out of them.
All right, we do frites. I can get you some really
Yeah.
crispy ones if you like. You want the thin ones or the thick ones? You want home
Thick
fries or do you
ones.
want the Arginian cut?
I'm not sure I know the Arginian cut.
It's the shoestrings.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, you want
Hold
the thick ones.
Yeah.
I can do that for you. No problem at all. And
what is
she'll go.
what is your special? Oh,
Our
wait,
special?
sorry.
Oh, it's no
Yes.
problem at all. Our special today. So we've got sarn steak, done in kind of how to explain this. Do you know what a taco is?
Taco. I think so.
So it's on a flatbread, and it's we take sarn thigh meat, we roast it, then we toss it with a bunch of peppers and herbs.
You know
and
what? I will take one.
All right, well, we can absolutely do that for you. All right, so 2 tacos for the Warforged. Would anybody else like any of those?
Me,
I'll take one of those, please.
All right, I'll bring you the hot sauce on the side. With that, she goes and grabs you your food, bringing it to you, these open-faced tacos ready to be folded with wedges of citrus fruit ready to be squeezed on top and devoured. They're spicy. It's a very Chipotle style flavor, very bold, very, very just explosive in your mouth.
This is so good. Oh my.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, what's the next plan?
How late in the day is it?
Right now, it's
Maybe-
about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh shit, day drinking. Okay. You know, I think that after this, I could really use a nap. Just to, you know, just a little bit. But then, would we be able to check out the Church of the Charred Lord that's ground at some point?
So, while you're having a nap, I can
Search it.
go see if I can find any work. Make a little bit of money.
We have rooms, right? Dali, you got us rooms?
Yes, we have rooms.
Trixxi will pull a key out while she's been like looking and kind of tinkering with some stuff on her arm. Right here, yeah. Here's a key.
Who am I rooming with?
Well, I also have a key, so I mean, doesn't
And what-
matter to me. Whomever I'm
Surprise
sharing
me.
it with can push the beds together and can have their own bed because I don't really need a bed.
Swear.
I
I
wasn't
mean,
sure where
Zoe,
that
I
thought was
always room
going.
with you. Sniped.
My brain died. I have no idea what was that. What was that?
Belle was just saying that, oh, I always room with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were
yeah.
traveling together to begin with. And Belle's like, I'm not rooming with one of these scrubs. I don't
You
know
know
them
what?
that well yet.
So where are we staying?
Oh, it's called the Hobnob.
I cannot read right now, so you should probably show me.
All right, let's go.
And with that,
Okay. And Carrion is definitely gonna trip and stumble and knock over like several
Wait.
chairs.
Callie
Before
wrote it
attempting to
down.
get your balance.
Huh.
It's the biggest building in town. You can't miss it.
What? Zoe? I think maybe that one needs some assistance.
Hmm?
All right, Carrion, let's get you back to the room.
Oh,
Come on.
yes. I don't have enough energy any longer. I can't do it again, but I can
I can-
carry
No,
you.
I mean more that you are the responsible one who will make sure she doesn't fall in a trough and drown.
Oh, understood. I can do that for sure. I'm good at herding cats.
I'm going to go check out the good house and see if they have any work.
I'm gonna go check out the Conductors Guild as well.
And with that, you separate to go look into some odd jobs and work on the next step in hunting down the man in black, or Death's Head, as he's called. Which is where we're going to pick up next episode. As you all spread to the wind to go do your side quests. All right, and that's where we're going to call it for tonight, everybody. There we go. You guys got the burden. You managed to convince a priest not to commit suicide, which is always probably a good thing. And we are off to the races here. How'd you guys enjoy that?
Belle was all like, "Oh,
That was
you're
great.
like me."
You're like
That was good. That was good. Yeah.
We just
that
don't
was
have
fun.
anything to do about it right now.
And you got a
I
cool
haven't
gift out of
lost
it.
that drive yet.
And now Tally and Carrion are going off on a drunk bitch adventure.
Drunk
And
bitch
Teddy just came
adventure.
racing around the corner to see what the hell was happening. Hi,
Hi, Teddy.
you coming? You coming up here? Come here.
I just
say
imagine
hi.
that toddler leash meme with like
Yeah.
Carrion and Tally and like Zoe,
Okay, I'll give you an
them
actual
on the
treat.
leashes.
Yeah.
Oh, boys.
It almost killed me though, Amy. The whole, "Oh, you need to come with me. I can't read." I'm like,
Yeah.
She said it, right? She didn't write it.
Yeah, but Carrion's drunk logic was, I can't read signs.
Whereas everybody else heard, "Oh, don't tell it to me. I can't read."
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
Perfect.
Honestly.
Perfect.
Come here.
All right, and so, out of focus dog, in focus dog.
And also,
God,
she probably
he's
wasn't
big
going to
now.
remember it either by the time she tried to leave and go find it. It'd be like, even if you
looks-
wrote it down, she was not going to be able to.
Can I have my headphones back?
He
Thank
looks
you.
huge there. All right, so folks, that's where we're going to leave you tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, if you want to support the channel, it's the end of the month, so please join the Patreon. It's a great place to have you. So come and enjoy all of the additional content you get on Patreon. You can enjoy alongside of our divine producers, my mom and Shaikonde Vermilion, our demonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut. And hey, who could forget our monster makers, Soul Omen and Larook, and our High Council, Terran, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Nihilus, and Cookie Mon Steve. Folks, there's so much more Cold Iron in store. We'll be back very soon with another episode. So don't go anywhere. Well, I mean, go somewhere, but come back. We'll be waiting, y'all. See you later. Bye.